Fortnite Chapter 4 has introduced us to a new substance named kinetic ore. On the island, the Oathbound, the earliest version of the Imagined Order, is mining this ore and implementing it in their technology to create powerful weapons such as the Shockwave Hammer and the Guardian Shield. But this isn't the first time we've seen this ore. The very first time we saw it was during Chapter 2 Season 5 cinematic trailer when Agent Jones was using the aligners to locate the best hunters across all realities.
I just need to stabilize the 0 point and reseal the bridge, but not let anyone escape. Easy, right? Okay, locate the best hunters across all realities.
Signatures triangulated and defined.
For a while, the majority of the community had thought that those panels were made out of the cube, but after seeing how the kinetic ore functions, it seems more likely now that the panels were made out of kinetic ore. Now most of us are wondering, what is this kinetic ore? What is its history? Why is the Oathbound mining it? And what connection does it have to the island and the 0 point? There's a lot to unpack here, so let's get right into it and unearth the secrets of the kinetic ore. We're going to begin with one of the most asked questions right now. What is kinetic ore? Kinetic ore is a powerful and durable ore found in shattered slabs with a blue and slight green color. Whenever it is hit by something, it has the ability to absorb, contain, and release the amount of kinetic energy it has absorbed. Now some of you may be asking, what is kinetic energy? Well, kinetic energy is the energy an object has because of its motion. So basically, we apply force to an object, then the object moves, which then becomes its energy. And when the kinetic ore's color scheme transitions to a dark purple and light pink color, that means it has absorbed all the kinetic energy it can. And once it stops getting hit or having force applied to it, the kinetic ore releases an abundant amount of kinetic energy, which sends the rock flying. In the Oathbound quest, we learn from Amy that there are two versions of the kinetic ore. The first being raw, natural kinetic ore, which is found all over shattered slabs, and what the Oathbound uses to power all of their technology. The second is refined kinetic ore, which is, according to Amy, hundreds of times more powerful than the raw kinetic ore.
Someone has been mining this raw ore and using it as a fuel source. But the rocks we just dropped off have been refined somehow. They're hundreds of times more powerful. With enough of this stuff, an untethered AI could mind blend this island into a big ol' existence smoothie.
Later on in the Oathbound quests, Amy gives a gift of the refined kinetic ore to a supposed tough night guy, which we don't know who that is studying the kinetic ore for the Oathbound. When he receives the gift of refined kinetic ore and the message from Amy, he replies by saying, "Your gift intrigues me, but do you truly know what you have given us?"
So I was snooping around the castle looking for friends. I tracked our special rock gift. Some tough night guy is studying them, so I sent him a message. He said something like, "Your gift intrigues me, but do you truly know what you have given us?"
And that all leads to the next question. What is the history of the kinetic ore and why is the Oathbound mining it? As I previously mentioned in the beginning of the video, it is highly likely that the aligner panels that were surrounding the 0 point in the bridge are made from kinetic ore, since they all look the same and function the same. The reason we are seeing the Oathbound mining all this kinetic ore is because Donald Mustard wants to show us how the Imagined Order came to be and their rise to power. At some point, the Oathbound must have discovered the refined kinetic ore, which led them to building the bridge and the aligners, allowing them to access any reality they wanted, just as Agent Jones did back in the Chapter 2 Season 5 cinematic trailer. Amy giving the Oathbound this refined ore as a gift most likely sped up the process of the Oathbound becoming the Imagined Order, which is not good for the 0 point because that means the Oathbound will transition into the Imagined Order sooner than intended, and we will see their reign on the island once more. But even though it may not be good news for the 0 point, it definitely is good news for anyone that misses the IO and wants them to return. With this refined kinetic ore in the possession of the Imagined Order, they were able to recruit people to the faction, strengthen their forces, and gain full control of the island for thousands of years. Which is why the tough night guy most likely said, "Your gift intrigues me, but do you truly know what you have given us?" Amy literally handed over full control of the island to the Oathbound by giving them this refined kinetic ore. That's why the tough night guy asked if she knew what she was giving to the Oathbound, but clearly she doesn't because she didn't care, and after we fought the Ageless, she just started talking about how she wants us to help her build a body for her out of refined kinetic ore. An interesting thing Amy mentioned in the Oathbound questline was that the kinetic ore was nowhere to be found on the old island, but it's everywhere on the new Chapter 4 Asteria Island.
That kinetic ore wasn't on our old island, but here it's in the fuel, weapons, items, everything.
This may mean that in the past, the Oathbound dug out every single kinetic ore from the island after discovering refined kinetic ore and the power it possessed, giving Geno and the Oathbound the power to turn into the Imagined Order and gain full control of the island. But some of you may be asking, how did this refined kinetic ore give them full control of the island? Well, my theory is that this kinetic ore was a natural ore produced by the 0 point in Reality Zero before the Imagined Order came. I have a strong feeling that it may have a connection to the storm and the loop itself. That's because when I saw how the Guardian Shield operated in-game, I noticed that the shield that is produced from the kinetic ore inside the Guardian Shield is made out of these blue squares just like the storm is. And that's only where my train of thought began. The little blue squares are obviously not my evidence. My evidence to back this theory up is that when you look at the Fortnite Imposters cinematic trailer or just go look at the footage of the Fortnite Imposters game mode, you will notice that in the loop control room, there are 4 kinetic ore panels there. There's even more proof to support this theory, since in the Fortnite Imposters blog post, it says the bridge is the nexus of the Imagined Order's power. The loop is most likely able to be influenced / controlled by others if they correctly use the refined kinetic ore like the IO did, but the actual loop itself is just a natural defense mechanism that the 0 point has created. That's because Amy says she can turn all reality into a smoothie with this ore because of how powerful it is, but the Imagined Order, having a different plan in mind, utilized this ore to take control of the island, the loop, and the 0 point. So I strongly believe that this theory is most likely right, and over time we will see how the Oathbound / Imagined Order rises to power using this refined kinetic ore. Let me know what you guys think about this theory in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. If you guys have made it this far, please consider subscribing if you enjoy these Fortnite storyline videos. A like is appreciated, and please consider using my code Rezztro in the item shop. That would be awesome. See you guys in the next one. Take care.